Hey everyone, I'm going to be starting a new little video series and therefore a new playlist um, of student questions. So if I get an email from a student, I've gotten several questions from students. I've decided it might be a good idea to actually create a different YouTube series. That way, other people can see the answers to these questions too. I find a lot of students have a lot of the same questions. So I think it'd be helpful to try to post videos that answer students' questions whenever that's at all possible. So for this particular one, I was given an example here where we have 2w squared minus 9w plus 5 equals w minus 5 in parentheses squared. Okay, there is a couple ways we can go about doing this. The first would be to go ahead and set everything to 0 and subtract this w minus 5 squared to the other side, or we can go ahead and FOIL the right-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and FOIL the right-hand side, actually. That way we don't have to worry about um, a bunch of negatives and positives and weird stuff going on there, trying to remember how to deal with all that. So let's go ahead and FOIL the right-hand side. So this is going to be we'll just take everything down. 2w squared minus 9w plus 5. And we can really think of w minus 5 squared as w minus 5 times w minus 5. Okay? That's what it means to square something. You multiply it by itself. So we have w minus 5 times w minus 5. And really what we would do is we would just FOIL the right-hand side here. So we have w times w, which is w squared. And then we have w times negative 5, which is minus 5w. And then we have, draw a line there. And we have negative 5 times w, minus 5w. And then we have negative 5 times negative 5, which is plus 25. Okay? And now we can combine our like terms on the right-hand side here. So we'll have w squared minus 10w, because we have a negative 5w minus 5w, so that's minus 10w, plus 25. Okay? And then now we can bring everything else down. We have 2w squared minus 9w plus 5. Okay, and then what we can do is we can subtract everything from the right-hand side here so that we set it equal to 0. Okay, so we can subtract w squared. We can, I guess we'll add 10w here, and we'll subtract 25. Remember, we have to do all of that to both sides. So minus w squared plus 10w, and then minus 25. So here we have 2w squared minus w squared. That's going to give us w squared. We have negative 9w plus 10w. Okay, so that's just plus w. And then we have 5 minus 25. So we have looks like minus 20 equals 0. Okay? All right. So now hopefully this is something that we can deal with a little better. So we want to try and find two numbers that multiply together to give us negative 20, but add together to give us 1. Okay, because we have to think of this as like a 1 in front of this w here in the middle. Okay, so I'm thinking let's do a 5 and negative 4. Okay, so if we do w plus 5 times w minus 4 equals 0 here. If we were to FOIL this back out, we'd have w squared minus 4w plus 5w. That would be our w here. And then we have 5 times the negative 4. That's negative 20. So there we go. We're good. And so now we want to set each of these equal to 0. So we'll have w plus 5 equals 0. Okay. And then we'll have w minus 4 equal to 0. And we can solve each of these for w. Okay? All right, so here we'll end up with w equals negative 5. And then over here, we will end up with w equals 4. All right, so hopefully this is of some help. Yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot me an email, and I can try and make a video explaining your specific question, um, and I can make it available to everybody so that anybody can see it. I won't include any names or anything here, just in case you're embarrassed about the question. But remember, there's no stupid questions, so you can feel free to ask anything, at least math related, I suppose, in this class. So yeah, have a good one.